Hello out there in the community. It's Chris. It's the Matter Respect. Um, back. I haven't had a video in a while because Discount Comic Book Service has gotten behind the eight ball, getting their orders late or whatnot, and my books for the last week of September came FedEx, which was a guaranteed automatic week delivery time, unlike UPS, which usually gets me a 1 week delivery time. Sometimes that can mean 5 days instead of the full week, but FedEx definitely a full week. Plus, the FedEx package actually sat there from the 27th when the label was created until the following, I believe the following Tuesday. So a full 6 days until October 3rd before it finally shipped to me a few days later. So, and it's the last week of September was ginormous. They had these the diamond square books, and on top of those books, also on the same day, I received books for the first week of October that couple that I ordered from Billy at Economics and Comics, and these are the few catch-all books that I ordered from Things from Another World for September. So we'll start with those. Things from Another World, a few catch-all books that usually one thing Things from Another World is good for is if I see a book and it's way past FSC or even like say Monday before release day. See it on a video. I can actually add them to a quick poll. It's pretty small. 2 to 3 books. We call it pretty small English. Start out. We got this is Briar #1. This is the uh, FOC reveal cover. I believe it's Stephanie Hans. Yep, Stephanie Hans. Reveal cover of Brian #1 from Bloom Studios. This one came out the last week of September. We have Pentagram of Horrors. This is issue #5. Final issue of the 5 issue miniseries by Fontanelli. Is that his name? Yeah. Marco Fontanelli, actually. The rest of these direct from Scout when I ordered my Ranger Stranger comics. And I picked up the rest of the series from Scout. And I picked up the last one from Things from Our World. And that also came out the last week of remember this book actually came out at the beginning of September. It's the Boogeyman #1 from by Matthew Salvia and Dijat on the art. This is a Blaze Comics. This is the second series I've collected from Blaze. The first would be Animal Castle. I'm going to be getting the trade pretty soon from the library, so I can get to read Animal Castle. I read like the first 2.5 issues in floppy, but uh, it's like print was so small in there. It was like tough to read on work breaks when I just bring my comics to work. Uh, in this box I got from Belly Economics and Comics, actually, I bring my books to work in that, and then I take like 2 full breaks to read one issue of the Animal Castle because it's pretty wordy. Looking forward to. I'm hoping the Animal Castle collection is oversized so that I can read that and enjoy this. This one, they didn't give it to me. This came out the last week of August. This is the Amazing Fantasy #1000. This is the Steve McNiven variant cover. Since they didn't fill this for the first 2 weeks after it came out, I ordered a second printing from Discount Comic Book Service, which also has a McNiven cover, which differs from this one. So it'll be interesting. Now I'll have the first and the second printing of Amazing Fantasy 1000 with McNiven covers when that comes through at Discount Comic Book Service here in the next couple weeks, I believe. Yeah, then before I sit down and give this one a read, I heard it was pretty good. Alright, that was my catch-all books for September from Discount Comic Service. And here's an FOC order I made with Philly Economics and Comics. Since the last video I made, maybe not since the last video I made, but since September I did join um, Billy's channel now Sicko. So that's $5 a month if anyone is interested in joining Billy's channel. I'm off at his store, which is kind of cool because in any case you get a minimum of 6% off at his store, and everything is guaranteed near mint 9.4 or above. And he's such a freak with his condition that usually you can expect 9/8 from most everything outside of Diamond. I mean not Diamond, but Dynamite Comics from Billy there. So I got a few books here. Here's FOC reveal cover of Grim number 5, and that is by Andrade, who I believe was the artist on what was that title? On V. Many Deaths of Lola Star. I believe this was the artist from Many Deaths of Lola Star. This is Andrade. So it's Grim number 5. I still haven't read this one. It's probably also in here in the Discount Comic Book Service box for the last week of September. This is a book from the first week of October that I totally missed out on getting from either Discount Comic Book Service, and it was sold out at also sold out at TFAW, so I ordered it from Billy. This is Earth Divers number 1. Earth Divers Kill Columbus. This is by Stephen Graham Jones. I've read The Only Good Indians and My Heart is a Chainsaw, his novels. And I also have a couple of his older novels I just checked out from the library. I've been enjoying his novels. And this is Cover D by Christian Ward. That was all I got from this FOC order from Billy. So let's crack into the big boy. This is the last 2 weeks of September were enormous. I'm telling you, super enormous. I thought the week before this was good when I got the Razor Blades trade and all that. So the next one was crazy. And then the week after this, the first week of October, is really huge too. Unreal. Alright, uno, dos, tres, and one to grow on. Unbelievable. That's weak. Yeah. Oh, I'm not doing that to extract the goods here real quick. Small Connoisseurs has made good on all of the books that I was shorted earlier in the month. And I've been waiting on one book from Marvel. I dropped on the floor. And I actually looked at my order history. I actually never ordered Moon Knight in September from Marvel, so I'm going to have to do a special order on payday from TFAW to get that. And the one book that this source was shorted on that I was not going to get uh, looks to be 8 billion genies number 2, third printing. They added it to this order originally, and then during the shipping time, they pulled it again. So I don't think I'll be getting 8 million genies. Uh, the just kind of sucky because they both have they all have a similar cover. Both of them. It's gonna be a long video. It's gonna be a 40-minute video by the time I get done opening all these and showing them all off and talking about them. This one's double wrapped. Double wrapped. Double wrapped. More. More. You can see the stack over there. I'm gonna have to get into this real quick. Give me another, bear with me, another little sec here while I get into here. Get the invoice out. Alright. This is neat. I paid for it, I guess. At least give it to you. Alright, here's uh, this week's invoice. Backside, we got 39 items. No, that's good. Alright, let's go through it. Fuck this place. Number 5. This is the end of arc number 1, and this came out at the end of September, and we have solicitations through December. No issue 6 so far solicited. I hope this doesn't have a thanks for reading. This is the final issue notice in the back because I really enjoyed this title and I hope it returns in 2023 for arc number 2. And a second copy. This place, number 5. 8 Billion Genies, number 5. Cover B. This is by Brad Moore, maybe? Brad Moore. Cover B. Might be Christian Moore. No, it's not Christian Moore. Somebody. Yep, it is Tradmore. Tradmore. Okay, picking these up. There's here on cover, I guess. There. Task Force Z, issue 12, final issue. Matthew Rosenberg, Eddie Barrows, and Ferreira on inks. Has been one of the best paced, well written, beautiful art all the way through series. They had 3 12-issue series that came out in November 2021. We have that one. We have DC versus Vampires, which I also am collecting, and ends in December. And then the third one was Dark Knights of Steel, which I chose not to collect. And as of December, I think number 8 is solicited for December. So way behind on Dark Knights of Steel. I don't know what's up with Tom Taylor, but he's guess he's doing Deceased, and then he did at the same time he was doing Dark Ages of Marvel. I guess he just overtaxed himself, so got pushed back. Here we got The Department of Truth, issue number 21, cover A by Martin Simmons, regular artist. They don't have cover Bs on Department of Truth anymore. They're all 1 in 25. So although I did get cover Bs for 1 through 17 or 18. The new arc I had to get cover A's because cover B's were 1 in 25. I'm not going to pay for them. The Nice House on the Lake, issue number 10, 10 to 12. This is cover A by Alvaro Martinez Bueno. They had 3 names, I can't remember. Bueno. He used to be out. There was a time when he was just. I remember his first name. Alvaro. There was time when his covers would just be Alvaro Martinez, and then he added the Bueno around the same time he started doing Justice League Dark with Tynion. So it's just issue 10, and I believe the series wraps up in December. So Tynion will be all said and done with DC, I believe, in December. And we got Sergeant Rock versus the Army of the Dead. This is by Groovy Bruce Campbell writing it, and the art is by Eduardo Rizzo of 100 Bullets fame, of Batman Broken City fame. This is, I believe, cover A by Gary Frank. And here we have Batman One Bad Day. This is the second printing variant by, I believe this is Cam and Coley, who I'm getting all the other premium variants of One Bad Day by Cam and Coley, which I believe this picture is on the premium variant of the first print, which I wasn't able to get my hands on. But I got this on a late solicit from DCBS. I'd like to thank DCBS for starting to do late solicits or re-solicits of books and FOC books that they let me add to my order. Helps out a lot. I like getting for the discounts, and now I have the first the first three of these now, so I'm gonna give them a read. There's only been two out. I can't remember. Here we have The Nice House on the Lake. This is issue 10. This is the variant by Allison Sampson. Not familiar with Allison Sampson? Leave it in the comments down below if you know what she's done. Obviously, she's someone that Tinian is a fan of because most of all the B covers on Nice House on the Lake have been a Tinian, someone he's worked with before or someone he respects. There we go. Allison Sampson, cover B, Nice House on the Lake. I've been getting one copy of each A, B cover, and all of the extra printings, which stopped after I think issue 2. I hate this place, number 5. The sanitized for trade paperback release version of the title. Skybound presents After School issue number 3. This one is written by Bloatvogel and Sturl, and the art is by Zarcone. Just guessing that. The art may be by Sturl and Zarcone and just written by Bloatvogel. But this has been a kind of an R-rated after-school special. Like back in the 80s, they had after-school specials which dealt with like an adult topic to teach kids not to step out of line, basically. And this is more like an R-rated version of that. And all of the creators, at least in the first two issues, were filmmakers to an extent. So possibly Vogel is some kind of a filmmaker as well. I'll know when I read inside. Credits. Here's New Think issue 4.0, comes by Hurwitz with art by Choi. And say the cover artist is, but I know the cover artist is Raza. Cool caveman with an iPhone on screen. That's interesting. Let's see how this issue reads. I liked 1 and 3, didn't enjoy 2. So this one's more like 1 and 3. House of Slaughter issue number 9. I believe this is cover B by Werther. Nope, this is cover A by Raphael Albuquerque. House of Slaughter number 9. These guys are going to move over here. An accident. And next up, Sandman Nightmare Country. This is issue number 6. This is by James Tynion with art by Maria Love. The cover is by Riki Murakami, as usual. I guess this is just kind of like a wrap-up story. It doesn't really have the Corinthian in it anymore. And it is a lead into, what would you call it? The new Dead Boy Detective series that starts in December, which is not by Tinian, but it's by Pornsak Pishote, who brought us uh, Infidel and also The Good Asian. So this is the third to last series from Tinian, and the other two wrap up by December. So, like I said, Tinian will be done with DC by the end of the year. And here we got House of Slaughter. This is issue 9. This is the body bag variant by last name is Kieu Q. Let's tear this bad boy up. What I like about the body bag variant is that you don't really have to worry about saving the bag like you do with Marvel and DC ones. And look how easy that comes open for Boom. So Marvel and DC, look, Boom. That's how easy it is to open their variant. So what I usually do is I'll take my bag and board, I'll slide my body bag into the back there, and then we'll go ahead and show off this cover. Amazing. This is one of the ones that was shown off in an early solicit. Unlike, I believe, last issue with the girl who's like eating her own brain with the monster behind her. That one was not shown ahead of time in an early solicit, and I don't believe issue 10's is either. So we gotta go back to the back to see who this cover is by, what his first name is. Okay, Body Bag Variant by Lesso Ku. And I just spoiled the last page, which shows what the monster in this arc looks like, which, according to what I've read so far, is a sea monster, which is kind of cool. So, see, don't have to keep the bag because the bag is just a bag. Unlike, I think I have at least one other bag book today uh, that I'm going to have to keep the bag because it's a DC book, I believe. Second copy of House of Slaughter number 9, Body Bag. And third, this is House of Slaughter number 9. This is cover B by Werther Delader. And the second copy. And okay. Here's Blink, issue number 2 from Oni Press, from Christopher Sabella and the hardest working man in comics, Hayden Sherman. Really didn't think this was gonna turn up for me from DCBS, but after they sent me number 3 last week. This week it shows up, so now I have all 3 issues. I can continue reading it and won't have to go to the secondary market to finish reading it. Thor. This is issue number 27. This is the Boss Logic Thor versus Venom issue, or it may be Razah. What is it? Not totally sanitizer parts inside. Razah. It's Razah. Razah. Amazing versus Predator variant. Predator came out 3 months ago, and they're still putting out the versus Predator covers because Donny Cates is that far behind on writing his titles, and now he's only co-writing them. Like this one's co-written by Al Ewing, and the this two-part Venom story, and then there'll be a story where Klein comes back, and then Torrin Grombach will take over the writing for at least 2 issues before Cates returns to full scripting duties on Thor, which I believe that's going to coincide with Vanish going on at Image. Although Vanish was all done at Substack already, maybe that's why he's behind on his other titles because he was writing Vanish. Next we have Stillwater. This is issue number 15 by Chip Zdarsky and Ramon K. Perez and Mike Spicer. Uh, this series, 15 October. 16. This series ends in December. Uh, Wraps up with issue 18 in December. Here we got DC Horror presents Sergeant Rock versus the Army of the Dead by Bruce Campbell and Eduardo Rizzo. This is cover B by Francisco Francavilla. DC versus Vampires, issue number 9. This is by James Tynion and Matthew Rosenberg writing it, with Otto Schmidt on the art. And maybe there's someone called Castellino, might be a secondary artist, because some of the early issues had some art by uh, the artist of We Only Find Them When They're Dead, doing some uh, B plot stories in there, or like not backup stories, but like B plot in the issue was written by somebody else. But this cover is by Nathan Zerdy. Cheesecake Girl cover, who's going to finish out the series. The remaining covers will be by Zerdy. House of Slaughter number 9, cover A, Albuquerque, number 2. And my third copy. And here we got Something's Killing the Children. This is the Slaughter Pack for issues 16 through 20. So this is Slaughter Pack 4. It comes in comes bagged. Yeah, look how nice and easy. I'm gonna have to use a knife. It's a nice and easy boom. Everyone's gonna start using boom space because I'm just gonna totally destroy the book sometimes to get a Marvel or DC book out of the deal. So here we go. Wifey's back. We got it's number 16. Uh, so these covers are by Lee Garbett. Double check that. Lee Garbett. This is number 16. No lunch, babe? So that's my wife. She's going out to lunch, but she showed up again. Because she's 17. So far I can see there's a little theme going with the cover art. And 1 through 15, the art was by David Mack. These are by Lee Garbett. Number 18. These are all minty fresh inside the poly bag. That's a cool cover. That's probably my favorite of the 3 so far. I knew this was in my pre-order, so I got these bags and boards ready. Whew, they're getting better. This is issue number 19. Very cool. Like that one. I like the V shape. Very cool. Love you, babe. My wife. And number 20. Very cool. I like that. Lee Garbert's pretty good. The only thing I've ever seen him do is Marvel work. I don't really. Did he ever do an indie? He had to have done an indie series I read before. Can't remember, but oh, he did did he do so yeah, and with these cardboards that come with usually with so it's 5, 10, 15, and now number 20. I've been putting them in the last issue, so or I might have been putting them in the first issue. I can't remember. This one's fine. All right, we're gonna move this stack right here, and we're gonna finish up. Action Comics issue 1047, cover A by Steve Beach. This is Kal-El Returns Part 1. I'm waiting on Part 2 of 3 of the Warworld Saga trades from the library, and when that shows up, I may get do an eBay order to get the rest of the Warworld Saga so I can catch up to this, which is which concludes at the end of the year with issue 1050. As these let's see, 47, 48, 49, 3 issues of this, I believe 4 issues of Senecal and then 1050, so 8-part story. Ends at the end of the year. Batman Detective Comics, issue 1064. This is by Rom V and Raphael Albuquerque, and the cover art is by Evan Cagle. There we go. Here's my next bag book of the month. This is Sergeant Rock. DC represents Sergeant Rock versus Army of the Dead. Uh, #1. This is a duffel bag gore variant. Feels like cardstock inside here. So let's see. Your DC's books open up nice and easy. Like, no, they don't. That's unfortunate. So, bear with me. I'm going to do my best to try and get this out without totally destroying the bag, because I like to keep the bag in the bag and board. That worked out pretty well. Wish me luck. This is somewhat easier than the deceased bag was pretty rough. This is being somewhat rough. This is a lot easier than the deceased so far. All right, slide this out of here. I believe this cover is by Frank Quietly. I've never seen this because it was not shown in previous solicits. Uh, First says tick on the back and the big lump where the staple goes. Here is Frank Quietly. I might have seen this in an early solicit, but it's kind of cool how the bloods. This is kind of a rip off of a panel from Hard Boiled by um, Jeff Darrow and Frank Miller. I believe this is like one of the covers to their panel inside of one of the covers to Hard Boiled was exactly like this. And on the front it would show this, and on the back it would show the front that showed the front of the guy's head, and the back showed the back of the guy's head like this, and then it said "Sorry, I'm late" because the issue was so delayed. Uh, Anyone who's seen Hard Boiled knows that. But I like how it looks like that. That's very cool. It almost looks quasi 3D. Very cool. You can say it's by Quietly, but that gore, if someone said that was Capullo and Glapian who did the gore on the cover, I wouldn't disbelieve them. Let me give this guy one of the Silver Age bags and boards at the cover, and then I'm gonna try and slide in the body bag behind. Uh, over here, put that part, because the part with versus Army of the Dead looks kind of boring. That so much more difficult to much more difficult to get these guys put away. I wish they just had a piece of cardboard like uh, body bags or what do we call it? Body bags at Boom. So what I usually do is I go like this, get it in there as best I can, and then I'll just fold over. Yeah, good, I think. All right, score one for the Silver Age bag and board. Been done a lot easier than when I did it in the regular bag and board with the deceased bag. Keep the bag. It's cool. All right, what's next? Almost here to the end. Here's Star Wars, The Mandalorian issue #2. This is the photo variant Grogu. Uh, what do you call them? Things from another world. Filled my order for #1 Mandalorian photo cover second print. and then pulled it and sold it out. And they had a big stack of them at my LCS, but I haven't been back in like 2, 3 weeks. So hoping when I get back to my LCS on payday, that some of that big stack's still there because I really do want to get the photo cover second printing number 1 to go with this number 2 for obvious reasons. It's not the complete set ish. Here's Grim number 5. This is cover, could be C or D, who knows. This is cover C by Jenny Frizen. Number 6 solicited for December, has a FOC reveal. Hasn't Artist hasn't been revealed, but I'm gonna pick that one for issue 6. This Frizen is off of the variant game. Although in November, Frizen is back with a cutter variant for something that's currently told you number 26, and thankfully not doing all 5 issues of the arc uh, this time. Axe Avengers Special number 1. This is a Salvador LaRocca connecting variant. It connects with the Eternals and X-Men issues, but I believe the A covers look like they connected as well. The A cover shows Tony without the mask on, uh, and this one has him full costume, Iron Man. So I'm interested to see how this one is going to connect, because on the solicits for the regular covers, it looks like they connected too. So I don't know how they would label that as a connecting variant when all the issues connect. Ice Cream Man issue number 32, cover A by Martin Morazzo. Little Neon. And Morazzo and O'Halloran is the colors, I think. Oh, yeah. I don't think there's any color on this, so this is just, this is just after MC Escher. So this is, yeah. Looking forward to reading this issue. It's good. Every issue of Iron Man is good. I didn't collect it up until this arc, but now I am collecting it. Fantastic Four issue number 47, the second to last issue of this current run. This is the Russell Dodderman Sue Storm Through the Ages variant. He did one of these for Rogue. He did one of these for Scarlet Witch. I believe at least 1 or 2 others, maybe Storm. I can't remember. But this is the only one I saw the solicit for ahead of time and picked up because I prefer Fantastic Four. I'm going to get the last issue of Fantastic Four, which is the second part of that story. And I've decided not to collect the new run by Ryan North and like Saibon Koalo on the art. I'll just get the trades. If I like the first trade, maybe I'll collect back. But see, so we got 2 more, and then 1 special book at the end. Here's X-Men Legends. This was delayed from 3rd week. They filled my order this week. This is cover B by Jim Rugg. That's freaking amazing. It looks like a fan art on a piece of notebook paper, a lined piece of lined notebook paper. Just amazing. This is an amazing cover. Last floppy is Carnage number 6. This is also this was a first week title, and it was delayed and missed when it came out, and they filled it up with this week's books. Some Blink. That's Carnage. And then last book of my big pre-order for the last week of September from Discount Comic Service. Hell is a squared circle. Number 1. What'd you call it? One shot from Aftershock. Uh, the what do you call it? The deluxe. What do they call this format? Does it say on the back what they call this format? I call it magazine size. And then they gave me a bag and board inside of it because, I paid for a bag and board. They didn't have a full size bag and board to give me. But at least they have a magazine bag for me. Electrifying voice. inside what they call this format. It says in the solicits what they call this format. No. So this is cover A by Jacob Phillips. This one is written by no, yeah, this one is written by Chris Condon of That Texas Blood, and the art is by Francisco Biangini. And cover A is by Jacob Phillips, and there's a incentive cover by Francisco Francavilla that if I could find for a reasonable price, I'd probably want because I'm a big fan of Francavilla. Uh, this is the next in the wrestling comic renaissance of 2020, late 2021 through 2022. Started with The Crimson Cage at AWA by John Lees, and then there was a series of my collecting by Daniel Warren Johnson, Powerbomb, which I will get the trade of at the library when there's such an occasion. This is Hell is a Squared Circle by Chris Condon, which I got because like Aftershock, I like Chris Condon. I like That Texas Blood. This one got Pick of the Week from Pop Culture Philosophers and Robbie, so pretty happy about that. So very cool. Looking forward to reading this, obviously. Pretty cool. But I think there's two more Prestige Plus specials coming by the end of the year, and I put them both on my pre-order. I think one is either October, and the last one's November, or it's November and then December. One is called Something is Rotting in the Walls or something, or Foulness in the Walls, and then I can't remember what the one in December is called, but they all had very cool looking solicits, and these are called. I don't know if this is a one shock, but all of the ones that came out in late 2020 and all through 2021, they have a trade paperback that comes out, I believe, in November or December. That's called Aftershock One Shocks compilation, and it has uh, Mother Goose and Grim one and the After Dark special and such. So uh, this ends the week. Let's get a look at it all stacked up. A nice all stacked up look at the end of my video. A lot of reading to do on my days off. Fortunately, I have a doctor's appointment on my first day off, and then much overdue dentist appointment on my second day off. So I don't know how how much I'm going to be in the mood to be reading comic books, especially after a dentist appointment. But that is quite the week. I mean, maybe like this many were from other sources. Woo! Maybe this many were from other sources, but still, for 1 week, that's nuts, man. Usually there's not that many. I mean, fifth weeks. I mean, in general, I've been a killer. At least recently. I mean, I remember in the old days, the fifth week would be like the dump off for like the lesser selling titles and annuals and stuff. They dump all the overpriced annuals in the last week. That is my big old pre-order from Discount Comic Book Service and books from Economics and Comics and also Things from Another World. My pre-order so far for Things from Another World for October is $2, and Hell Squared Circle cut that one off. Uh, there's $2 for October. I'm hoping I find something else to add to that order by the end of the month. Hopefully something else catches my eye. Uh, but I have a couple. I think I have two more orders coming from Billy in October. Uh, so I'll definitely jump into those when they show up on my channel, and then also I'll unbox my next Discount Comic Book Service. It has been whatever the label has been made, and it hasn't actually been sent out for delivery, but it is UPS. So I'm expecting it hopefully midweek before I head back to work on Wednesday. So if so, we'll have the video on Tuesday or Wednesday, and if not, we'll have another weekend video like this. Uh, so everybody take care out there, and I'll see you guys definitely in the next video. Everybody take care out there, and enjoy your comics, and I'm looking forward to reading some of these. Like I said, everybody out there, take care. We'll see you in the next one.